What is going on, YouTube? Aaron here, and sorry for not making a patch notes video, but this video will double as that, as well as reminding you to get your free daily crate. Don't forget those. But as well as telling you guys how to get the Missouri the quickest, and to be one of the first to get it. Now, I'm not gonna lie. As you can see, 30,000 steel. You're not gonna be getting the Missouri tomorrow. It's gonna take, I think, Wargaming said, a minimum of 3-4 updates. I think maybe 5 at the very least, and that is if you buy out the campaign and achieve first in the ranked season and top 1% in the arena. I think, unfortunately, that Wargaming has figured out another way to just make a little more dough off of us. And while I totally understand their position and that they're a company and they need to make money, I don't necessarily agree with the way that they're kind of moving forward with the steel and the global XP. In the patch notes, I'm sure all of you guys, if you wanted to watch a video, you've already seen one. They are releasing the Odin as the global XP ship, and that's really disappointing to me personally because I had saved up over 1,700,000. I just bought the Prince Wagon like last night. So to me, the switch to steel for the newer ships like that is a little disappointing. Now, there's still a lot of great options in there, and I don't even have all of them. So, it's not like you can't just get anything. There's still ships available, but for those people who have grinded and kind of been waiting, I think it was 6 months, they said, the last time we released the Gascon, or the last ship that they released. Don't quote me on what it was. And then for this ship to be the Odin, the next ship to be the Odin, a previous campaign, it's a little disappointing. Meaning that I think they're moving away from giving us new ships via global XP, and it's going to be now behind a paywall, essentially, via steel. Now, you can get steel without paying for it, meaning like the campaign and other things. That being said, you can get steel quicker by paying for it, and I think people that are desperate to get the Missouri or want to get it are going to get it. But let's go ahead and take a look at the ship real quick. The Missouri is an Iowa-class battleship with a radar. I think what they said is it has a better armor scheme than the Iowa, which I don't. I think it's the front. It's some front plating, like right here. I think they said that's better than the Iowa. Long reach, fast, big guns. The Missouri is an Iowa-class battleship that was the fastest ship of its type in the world. It carried very powerful main gun batteries and boasted an excellent AA defense and reliable torpedo production. So this is basically, another American battleship that we didn't really need, but of course, you saw almost every day in the Facebook groups, and I'm assuming Reddit. I don't go on Reddit, but you saw almost every day. It was like, "Where's the Missouri? Can we get the big mall? Where's the Missouri?" Even though we already had an Iowa. So Wargaming saw that, and of course they're going to want to profit. And again, I can't blame them for wanting to make money. They're a company. They don't do this stuff for free, and it's some of the stuff they do is rather difficult, the coding and things like that. But the quickest way that you can unlock the Missouri is getting steel. If you notice, I have 40 steel at the top here. And now that is from completing the campaign, and actually I had to buy it out. I do get the ships I get the campaign ships for free to test them out for a week, and I do get other premiums for free to keep, actually. But I have to buy the campaign if I want to. It is so cool, Wargaming. Oh my gosh, that's 2 videos in a row where I've just been sitting at the menu in the game. I've been streaming for 5 minutes, so for the game to freeze yet again, that is Yeah, six. I've been streaming for 6 minutes now. Hmm. As I'm defending wargaming for wanting to make money. Oh, we have a couple viewers this morning. Good for me. Yeah, we might get a game or two in, fellas, but I actually have class in about an hour and a half, an hour. So we're just trying to get this video in, and then we're gonna go to class, and then I'll be home maybe later for a stream. But back to the video. The quickest way to get the Missouri. Let's go. Was it the store here? Yeah, supply, forge. Now there are some other options that you can get for the steel, and as I was explaining, the campaign, if you buy out the campaign, you can gain an additional 1,250. It's in the patch notes how much you can get, but there is a limit. You can't just earn unlimited steel by buying out the campaign. But as you can see, once you complete the campaign, I just finished the Siegfried here. You can gain an additional whatever it is for the missions. I believe. What is this? Daily endless trials. Yeah, these are the trials that you need to complete, and then you can gain the additional steel. But as you know, obviously they're not going to let you just get as much as you want, so they are going to limit that number, and I think it's 1225, 1250. I don't know, but this is a way for you guys to boost and get yourself additional steel and get ahead. Of course, you have to buy out the campaign, and as they mentioned, if you buy out the campaign on day one, the most you can earn is that 1200 number that I said. And I'll try and link the patch notes down below so you guys can confirm that number. The second way to earn steel in the upcoming update is ranked. Now, obviously, there's no ranked season at this time, but I think it's going to be a double feature of ranked 4 and rank 5, and it's going to be a weekend grind. I'm not exactly sure how they're doing it, but I know that the ranked has changed. There is no irrevocable ranks. Each rank is irrevocable, meaning you don't lose a rank for losing the battle, which I don't necessarily like, because people are just going to grind this and play it with no care in the world. And ranked I don't know if they told us or told somebody in the forums or something, but Wargaming has said that ranked is not top on their priority list. And I understand why it wouldn't be. You know, obviously if they can get people to make money in standard and to buy boosters in arena, then it makes sense that ranked would be on the top. Also, there's not necessarily a fair way for ranked, because you could get a team of 3, and I know they only allow 2. You get a team of 3 that just runs through everyone, and you can't really have more than that because it would be unfair to the solo players. Although I do think there needs to be clan battles added soon. I am in a clan, and I would appreciate that. I think a lot of people would too. I'm at like an unofficial clan. Moving on, the next way to earn steel is arena, as they mentioned. And as you can see, let's check out here. I dropped to the top 20. Yeah, I have 3 exams this upcoming week, so we're not going to make top 10, folks, but that's all right. I'm okay with being in the top 1%. And as you can see in the bottom right corner of your screen, we get 2,500 steel, the flag, and you actually get every reward down from, so if you're in the top 25, you get all the rewards to the left. So we're probably, unless somebody makes a crazy push, we're probably going to get top 1% rather easily. But yeah, we couldn't attain the top 10. As long as I beat Mark, though. No, I'm just kidding. I think Mark stopped playing in like the 3rd day. But yeah, and to finish out this video, those are going to be the ways that you can earn steel, as well as let's finish up the new, what's going to be new. And in the Bureau, we're getting the Conquer and the Gearing for the upcoming update, as well as the Albemarle and fixes to the Bismarck, as well as the map rotation, which honestly I think people I think is good, because it would be Sleeping Giant after Tears of the Desert, after Sleeping Giant, after Sea of Fortune, after Sleeping Giant. And I don't know what algorithm they used, but it wasn't working. You get those maps 8 times in a row. And while some of the other maps aren't really that much better, It's just nice to have a variety, and I hope they add a few new maps. I know there are a couple that they have yet to add on PC, but the Bismarck and the Azuma are getting buffs, which means that the ships weren't that powerful, so or that the spreadsheet says people are not having fun. But I think they needed to be buffed because the Bismarck is, to me, it's one of the weakest tier 7s personally, and I know people are like, well, you just don't know how to play it. I'm like, well, if it's getting a buff, then so does everyone, you know? They don't know how to play it. I think it was way too inaccurate, but that being said, we'll see how this buff helps it out. As well as the Azuma, I did not think it was a powerful cruiser. It's definitely a playable ship, the Azuma. It's just not my... It doesn't... I don't know. Just not for me. I haven't really touched it since I got it. Like we said, the Bureau's getting the gearing and the... Not the Worcester, the Conqueror. I'm guessing they had to balance, or they didn't like how the Worcester sat, because I don't know why they wouldn't release it. We tested all 3 of those ships, which I like the option to get the rentals, although I don't, because any average Joe could get a rental. I actually had a person I met because I'm not gonna lie, I was a little maybe frustrated with their gameplay, and I sent them a message. I said, hey, you know, we got to talking. I didn't send them hate mail. I said, how many games do you have? And they said, oh, I have about 30. And it ended up they had about 200 games played, but they were in a gearing, you know, and they only had like 1 or 2 lines to tier 7, which is fine. You know, everyone deserves a chance to play the ships, but there has to be, you have to have, like, maybe you need to have 1 legendary before you can rent another legendary. So hopefully Wargaming kind of learns from, I think it was a mistake to give people rentals that early in their career, like we did with the Conqueror, Worcester, and Gearing. These ships need to be, there needs to be like a training session or something, like in one of the in one of the stages. You know, you need to watch like a T-Bull video or something, you know. Also, the red, white, and blue and legendary birthday campaigns, I think, have a time limit now. So again, double check those patch notes. That, and we said the Albemarle. Let's go to the British. The final British heavy cruiser, and I didn't do a video in the Surrey because, I'm going to be honest, I didn't like their playstyle too much. They gave them no bow armor, so you can't really bow tank, and I understand that that is not an excuse that, you know, needs to be displayed, you know, but like, what am I supposed to do with 16mm front plating? You can kite, and a lot of I learned how to use the side armor in the Siegfried. Does it say? Where is it? So with 25mm side plating, you can bounce shells at an angle by turning, but you have to get that just right. And if you kind of look, this thing is like a floating citadel. I mean, just look at that. Not good, not great. And then the Surrey, the tier 6 option. It is not much better. So let's go ahead and take a look at her. I am a little bit excited to get the ship. You know, ABX gun setup, in a British heavy cruiser. So maybe hiding behind islands, but she has a pretty flat shell arc, so not too lofty of shells to get over the island. But only 25mm front plating, meaning you could be overmatched by 380s and above. I think you're protected from 356s or 357, whichever caliber King George is. You can use the 14.3 rule. I'm just a little groggy and don't want to do it right now. But beyond that, there were some bug fixes, which I hope is the fix to the constant crashing that we had in this video yet again, as well as a few other changes that I don't... Oh, I should have them right in front of me, but I don't. Again, if you guys want to really... I'll try and link the patch notes down below, as well as, you know, there are many other videos. Spartan, T-Bull, PG is a new community contributor. You can watch his video. I love his accent. Got to get some games in with him soon, but we'll see. As well as MetaJerk is a new CC. I don't know if he did a patch notes video. I'm not going to be honest, I don't watch too much. I don't have that much time. I've had an exam this Wednesday, I have one next Wednesday, and the fall week after that, and then the week after that, I believe I start medical neuroanatomy. So For me to be doing these videos and get in the top 20 and play is good enough for me. But yeah, guys, that is the best way to earn steel, and a brief update of a brief overview of the update. I need to really write a script when doing these things live. But let me get a nice little thumbnail here, and I hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you guys have a great day. Like the video, subscribe, comment, send it to the Facebook trolls for them to just steam over how successful we're doing. It makes my day. Hope you guys have a good one. Aaron out. Peace.